Hello everyone, so we have here The Doors of Sleep by Tim Pratt. Now, at the very end of my last video, I mentioned this is something I was looking forward to. This was the next book. And I don't know if you've ever had this feeling where, okay, I'm done with this book, time to move on to the next one. And I looked at it, knew what the description was, and had this momentary feeling of, am I really in the mood for this right now? Am I going to read this? I went ahead and jumped in it and started it, and boy, am I glad I read this sucker. This is one of those could bust your top 10 reads type of books. The setup very quickly. One, I'll get his name here. It's a long name. Saxony Dyad Euphony Delatry, otherwise called Sax, or Saxony by his arch nemesis. And he has a sleeping problem. He is not from our Earth. This is kind of a, I guess you'd call it a portal book, but he's not from our Earth, but he did come from a technological society, but for some unexplained reason, he becomes a traveler between worlds. When these are the rules, he goes to sleep, he travels to another world, and he doesn't know how to get back to the previous one. And he doesn't know where he's going to wind up or where he's going. So this is a bit of a problem. He's been going at it for 3 years, stayed around, went in and out of about 1,000 worlds. He can make himself stay asleep with stimulants. He does have things that will make him go to sleep very quickly, and that's important because he could wake up in a very dangerous area, about to lose his life, and he needs to get out of there quickly. He can take, well, a person with him. There is an issue. They have to go to sleep too. At the very beginning of this book, it explains that the love of his life that he found, another traveler, was with him, and she wound up staying awake during one of their trips, and she got to the new world they were in, lost her mind, and ran off, and she's gone for good. And this just shakes him to the core. However, along the way, he does pick up companions through his travels, and sometimes they stay with him, sometimes they leave him, sometimes they lose their life. There are, is it 5? I think just 5 primary characters. Zax himself picks up 2 companions, an artificial intelligence, and a tree woman named Minna. His enemy in this is a fellow by the name of Lecter, and he has a little assistant he got his hands on called Polly, who is very much like Minna. Minna is this tree woman. She is a vegetable, organic being. She can manufacture poisons and drugs and make changes to herself. She has control over her biology, that kind of thing. Let me tell you, all 5 of these characters are very interesting. Minna stole this show for me, and due in no small part, there's a portion in this book where she does this expression of friendship that almost got me. I almost cried for this one. I have a previous video I did. It's a book tag video, and one of the questions was tell us about a book that made you cry. Well, it wasn't a book. I had a hard time finding one that really made me shed a tear. It happened to be a webcomic called Order of the Stick, and I'll put that in the end screen so you can go look at it if you want to. So I read that passage. Oh, it almost got me. Almost got me. I welled up a little bit. I said, oh, that's good. This was so surprisingly emotional. Friendship, not romance trope. Friendship. It was great. Saxony is not, he's a pretty smart guy, but not a genius. I almost want to say his relationship with his enemy is something along the lines of Marvel Comics, Mr. Fantastic, and Dr. Doom, but Saxony is not that kind of genius. Lecter, hyper genius, and at least as big a megalomaniac as Dr. Doom. When we meet him, he was just running like a school type deal. And as soon as he found out that Saxony has this ability to travel the worlds, oh, absolute power corrupted absolutely, and he wanted the entire universe at his beck and call, and he figured Saxony's ability to travel worlds was just that, and he's able to follow him as he travels. They have to jump a lot. Sometimes they stay, sometimes they fight, the whole thing. Just a great conflict between hero and enemy, and great companionship, great friendships. Even the worlds themselves you don't stay particularly long in any given one, but whether it be a few pages worth or just a line, he paints a good picture of each of these worlds that they jump to in here. So this was just a wonderful surprise of a read. I wasn't expecting what I got out of this at all, and it was outstanding. The Doors of Sleep by Tim Pratt. I pronounced his name wrong. Doors of Sleep by Tim Pratt. Pick this up. I think you are gonna like that one. So I kept finding The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst, seeing it in Barnes & Noble. Beautiful cover. I don't have it yet. I'm gonna go get it today. One of the reasons I'm gonna go get it today is because my buddy Chanel at Chanel Chapters did a review on it recently and really liked it and sounded good to me, so I am gonna go get that today. My other little thing today is that Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine is out today. I'm gonna go see that at noon today. And next up though, Seth Dickinson, Exordia. That is my next read right there, and I might jump on The Spell Shop after. I'm a total mood reader, so we'll see what floats my boat when I get it. Very quickly, what do we have here? See, Michael Crichton meets Marvel's Venom in award-winning author Seth Dickinson's science fiction debut. First book. Anna Zanjari, refugee survivor of a genocide, disaffected office worker, has a close encounter that reveals universe-threatening stakes. While humanity reels from disaster, she must join a small team of civilians, soldiers, and scientists to investigate a mysterious broadcast and unknowable horror. If they can manage to face their own demons, they just might save the world. So that's what we got right there. That is next. That is it. Very quick one, just a few minutes. Wow. There you go right there. Get that. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good weekend. See ya. Bye-bye.